Hello everyone, welcome to writing class. In today's class, we are going to discuss writing task 2. Most of the people find writing 2 is quite difficult because that is the reason I have taken up this topic for today's video. Actually, writing task 2 isn't hard, but the main thing is that you have to understand what kind of questions are asked in task 2. There are basically 5 types of task 2 questions are asked in your Ielts exam. So let's briefly discuss these 5 types of questions and we will go in depth one by one in the upcoming videos. So let's get started. What all are the 5 types of task 2 questions? I would like to say that there are different types of questions you must have seen in your Ielts exam, but all of them comes under just 5 headings. Okay, that's what we are going to discuss today. And task 2 is really, you have to write a lot because it's 250 words, right? For task 1, you have to write only just 150 words and the data is given. So you can write easily. But task 2 is different. You have to write by yourself. Your ideas are very important. First is opinion type question or agree or disagree. You must have seen such kind of questions in your Ielts writing. So what do you think about when you see such questions? What are the things you could add in such kind of questions? Do you agree or disagree? To what extent do you agree or disagree? Or what is your opinion? So when you write a question about your opinion, so you can either stick to agree or you can either stick to disagree. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you are agreeing the question or disagreeing the question. The concept should be clear. Examiner, whomever checks your paper, they just think that your opinion is perfectly displayed. That's it. So agree or disagree. Or sometimes the question is asked, do you agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree? Or to what extent? This question you have to always keep in mind because most of the people are confused over this aspect. Okay, and what is your opinion? So I would like to say that when you get a question like agree or disagree, so when you get a question, you always have to either stick to agree or disagree. In some cases, the question can be ambivalent. Ambivalence means two actions. I mean, it can be agreed or disagreed both at a time. So in that case, you can add I agree to some extent. Okay, I agree. Okay, you can say I agree to some. I agree to some extent. You can say such way, and then you can add in your conclusion or as a separate paragraph about your opinion. Okay, such kind of questions I will discuss with examples in the upcoming video, each and every aspect of your task 2 question. So opinion, don't worry about either you agree or disagree, or you can say that to some extent I believe or some extent I don't. Okay, some extent I don't. So any opinion you can stick to. Nobody is worried about your answer. They are worried about your ideas, your expression of ideas, how you execute your ideas perfectly. That's it. So let's move to the advantages and disadvantages. This is one of the easiest essay type, I could say that, because you don't have to worry about your opinion or anything, whether you agree or disagree. Question is always on the direct, like, they've just asked a question and they just ask like what all are the advantages and disadvantages. So it is quite easy. And sometimes you, even though they ask question in this way, it is always stick to the advantages side. Or on the positive side, you can say both, because if you add positive as well as negative on both in your essay, it is the best, I could say that, because if they asked about the advantages and disadvantages and you think that it's only the particular question has got only advantages, that's not right. Every coin has got 2 sides, right? There is right and left sides. So always you have to stick to both sides, positive and negative aspect. That is very important for your essay because nobody has got so many ideas for positive. There are some negative ideas as well. So if you are confused over this question, always stick to positive and negative side as well. Got it? So this is about, and what all are the advantages? This is, sometimes they have asked what are the advantages. Sometimes they ask what is the common disadvantages. Point some advantages. So such kind of questions, and this is one of the easiest type of essay. where you may not be confused in any aspect of this. And the next is problem and solution. So this is kind of kind of thinking question. Like you have to think clearly, like what I can write, because they have given you a particular problem and they have asked a solution for that. How you can solve this problem, that is very vital. So it is that, like when you get a problem like this, you have to have some idea about this particular problem. Otherwise you can't write. You can't, especially the cause and solution. How you can write about the cause without knowing? So for that reason you need to read some, at least you should have some vocabulary and some basic understanding of this question. That's it. Okay, this is not something very hard to attain to. You still can write, but you should have some clear idea before phrasing the answer to such kind of writing questions. You have to phrase the things in your mind. Such kind of questions is comparatively better with the agree or disagree kind of questions. So we will discuss with an example in the upcoming video, and then discuss both the views and give your opinion. What is the most wrong aspect of what this question is about? Like suppose when you get a question like this, most people, what they do, most students, they don't write they just sometimes they write both the views. Okay, sometimes, but sometimes they don't. They just skip this aspect, give your opinion. Even if it is there in your question or not, you have to give your opinion. Okay, whether you stick to first side or stick to second side, it is very must. That's why they have asked about discussion, because especially this question is about the discussion, and your opinion is very, very crucial in this aspect. So never get wrong with this question. Always discuss both the views and give your opinion. It is a must. Okay, two-part questions are like it doesn't have any definite structure. Okay, because it can be any form, like but most common form is about the statement. They usually ask in the form of a statement, and statement can be anything, and they asked about what are the factors contributing to and how it is contributing to. So such kind of question, we cannot say that exactly this question comes in particular form or pattern. The pattern varies, the structure varies, and the statement varies. Okay, but however one thing about this question is that you can write anything in such kind of questions. It doesn't have to have a proper structured essay, I could say, because structure doesn't matter, because such kind of essays, you have many points and many factors, and you can't exactly write as a task 2 essay. Still you get the scores. But when you compare about your agree or disagree question, it is always they just look for your flows, your sentence structure, your task, how you frame your question, everything is checked. Okay, but when you come to two-part questions, it doesn't matter whether it is structured or unstructured, because they have asked about the factors and all. You can't structure exactly how a normal task to essay question is, but still when you write, how much ever you write, it is good. And one thing I would like to say, that when you write your task to essay, and it doesn't matter whether you are good with your vocabulary. Okay, even if you have a very few vocabulary, it's okay, but the most important thing is about use your grammar correctly. Okay, grammar is the most important aspect in your task to writing. I'll tell exactly what kind of phrases or what kind of tenses you could use in your task 2. So this is a basic overview about the task 2, and this is not a difficult problem for you to write your task 2. Even if you do not know exactly how to write task 2, you may not have proper vocabulary, but watch my videos and I am sure you are going to write. How many tips I have used for my exam, that all things I am going to discuss in my videos. Okay, so hope you understood this aspect, and we will go in depth one by one, and you will understand thoroughly. Okay, and then if you have any queries, put in the comment section, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.